Adverb clauses. Adverb clauses are used to show relationships of time, cause and effect, contrast, and condition. 1. Adverb clauses to show time relationships. After, before. Do not use the future tense in an adverb clause of time. After she graduates, she will get a job. I will leave before he comes. When. At the time. When I arrived, he was talking on the phone. While, as. During that time. While I was walking home, it began to rain. As I was walking home, it began to rain. By the time. One event is completed before another event. By the time he arrived, we had already left. Since. From that time to the present. I haven't seen him since he left this morning. Until, in writing, till, in speaking. To that time and then no longer. We stayed there until we finished our work. As soon as, once. When one event happens, another event happens soon afterward. As soon as it stops raining, we will leave. Once it stops raining, we will leave. As long as. So long as. During all that time, from beginning to end. I will never speak to him again as long as I live. Whenever. Every time. Whenever I see her, I say hello. Every time I see her, I say hello. The first time. The last time. The next time. The first time, that, I went to New York, I went to a Broadway show. Note, common expressions used with after and before, shortly after, shortly before, a short time after, a short time before, a little while after, a little while before, not long after, not long before, soon after. 2. Adverb clauses to show cause and effect. Because. Because is used to express expected results. He went to bed because he was sleepy. Now that. Because now. Now that he's unemployed, he can't pay his bills. Since. Because it is a fact that. Since has two meanings, because and from the time. Since you're a good cook and I'm not, you should cook dinner. 3. Expressing contrast. Even though, although, though. Even though is used to express unexpected results. Even though the weather was cold, I went swimming. While. Showing direct contrast, this is exactly the opposite of that. Use of comma if the while clause comes second, unlike other punctuation. While has two meanings, show contrast and during the time. Mary is rich, while John is poor. 4. Expressing conditions. If clause. Shortened if clauses. Are you a student? If so, if you are, the ticket is half price. If not, if you aren't, the ticket is full price. Whether or not. Regardless of the condition, the result will be the same. I'm going to go swimming whether or not it is cold. I'm going to go swimming whether it is cold or not. Even if a particular condition does not matter, the result will not change. Even if the weather is cold, I'm going to go swimming. In case. Because of the possibility of something happening, being needed. Bring a map in case you get lost. Unless. If, not. I'll go swimming tomorrow unless it's cold. Only if. Only one condition will cause a particular result. The picnic will be cancelled only if it rains. If it's windy, cold, damp and foggy, we'll go on a picnic. 5. Reduction of an adverb clause. Adverb clause to adverb phrases. A. Reducing adverb clauses of time to adverb phrases. While they were in Italy, they had trouble. While in Italy, they had trouble. When I am traveling, I keep a journal. When traveling, I keep a journal. Before I left for work, I ate breakfast. Before leaving for work, I ate breakfast. While I was in Italy, they had trouble. No reduction because of the dangling modifier. After he had finished his homework, Peter went to bed. After finishing his homework, Peter went to bed. After having finished his homework, Peter went to bed. When they saw Reg speak, many Italians were moved. Upon seeing Reg speak, many Italians were moved. On seeing Reg speak, many Italians were moved. Adverb clause to adverbial phrases. B. Expressing the idea of during the same time in modifying adverbial phrases. While I was walking down the street, I ran into an old friend. Walking down the street, I ran into an old friend. While is omitted gives the meaning, At the same time. C. Expressing cause and effect and modifying adverbial phrases. As he saw the guns, he chose to flee. Seeing the guns, he chose to flee. Ing phrase at the beginning gives the meaning of because. Because she was unable to afford a car, she bought a bike. Being unable to afford a car, she bought a bike. Unable to afford a car, she bought a bike. Same meaning. Because he is a doctor, Oscar often gets calls in the middle of the night. Being a doctor, Oscar often gets calls in the middle of the night. Because I have been to Paris, I hope to return. Having been to Paris, I hope to return. Having plus past participle gives the meaning of because and before. Since they were accused by the police, they had to appear in court. Accused by the police, they had to appear in court.